And I probably shouldn't record the way home, but anyway. I'm gonna turn it off now. And I might change my name. In the comments, you guys can let me know. Because the sage part in my name has never been like affixed to me. You know, I've always been the ninja and I've always been mystic. Mystic has always been my nickname. And everyone always called me a ninja, and I am a ninja ever since I was born. So, I was born in 1981. Which means that was the year of the ninja boom. And flowers. Oh yeah, baby. It's pretty. But I lost the sunlight, no. Anyway, I was born in 1981, and that was the year of the ninja boom. That's when, in the States and in Canada and in everywhere, you know, they had... Ninjas was everything. Like, that's all that you would see on TV. Movies about ninjas, Ninja Turtles, you know, all that kind of stuff. It was all flying up around that time. All the, like, Enter the Ninja movies and all that kind of stuff. So, when I was growing up, that's all I would see on TV was ninjas. And I was like, dude, these guys are the shit. These guys are the strongest. These guys are unstoppable. These guys can do anything. And that sort of thing is... It impacted me as a kid, so I kind of saw myself like a ninja. You know, I never wanted to have limitations. I never wanted to have anything that could hold me back. Anything that I ever wanted to be able to do, because I'm a ninja, I can do it, you know? I can do anything. So if there's some building, I can climb it. If there's some enemy, I can defeat it. If there's some weakness, I can overcome it. Whatever it is, because I'm a ninja, I could do it. So that's kind of been my driving theme since I was like 1 year old, basically, you know. And it didn't help that my dad used to watch martial arts movies and all that kind of stuff all the time. So I just ended up practicing stuff and doing kicks and fighting and all that kind of crap since I was like, you know, in kindergarten. I was just constantly like fighting people all the time. Not because I was an aggressive person, but because they were basically like, that's how I played in the first place. But I was always the smallest person. I'm still the smallest person, so I was the first person in line in school, you know, and everybody would try to pick on me because I was the smallest. So I always had like perfect, you know, opportunity to just fight like all day long, you know. So that's how I kind of grew up. And what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, Mystic, Ninja, Sage. So yeah, the sage part never was really affixed to me because I was never somebody who knew a lot about the world or anything like that. Like, I didn't have a lot of knowledge. I didn't go to like university and all this stuff. I never like learned all that crap. I was a mystic because I kind of like can feel the energies. I could sort of like understand. I have like a very penetrating vision that can see into like all kinds of possibilities. So I always had a mystical perspective on life, a very encompassing, broad perspective, and I was a ninja. So I was kind of thinking like maybe I could change my name to Mystic Freeza, you know, Mystic Ninja Freeza, or like something like that, Mystic Freeza Ninja or something. Maybe a name like that would be more suitable to what I'm kind of going to be doing on the YouTube videos. So if you guys think that that name is more like suitable, or it would get more views, or it's more, I don't know, depicting of who I am or what I'm doing and stuff like that, let me know. But I'm gonna think about it, and I might change it up to that. So let me know if you like that better, Mystic Ninja Sage or Mystic Freeza Ninja, something like that. This camera is gonna die soon. I don't have to go that way. I could go a little bit further. I'm totally gonna fucking destroy this Freeza stuff. You're gonna see, man. I'm gonna be wearing like the tightest, most epic looking shit, or I'm gonna look exactly like Freeza. And I'm gonna be walking down the streets. I'm gonna be going to the park. I'm gonna be going shopping like this. You know, so you guys are gonna see some pretty funny shit. People are gonna be looking at me like, oh fuck, that's Freeza! Frieza's walking around, oh my god, you know, and there's gonna be some stupid ass reactions, like 100%. So we're gonna see about that. It's gonna be fun. And we got some police here, and I kind of want to fucking cross the road right here so that I could go into the park and get some water. But I don't know if I'm allowed to cross or not. There's no freaking stop sign over here, so it's pretty ghetto. Stupid cops! Oh my god! Like, cause if they like nail you with like a jaywalking or something like that, like fuck that, man. I don't want to pay no goddamn jaywalking shit. But there's no red lights. There's no place I can cross over here. So I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't know my laws or my rights or whatever. Can I cross here? Cops still watching. I don't know. Fucking cops, man. They just ruin your fun, you know? Like shit. If there's no cars, if I'm not gonna get hit by a freaking traffic and shit, you know, I'm putting my own life in my own hands. Nobody else is gonna get hurt, you know. Cross the street when I damn know how to do it. Like, what the hell? We've learned how to cross the street when we were like 6 years old. Look both ways, there's no cars, cross the street, you know. It's easy. But, I mean, what the fuck? This is a long-ass video, and I don't even know if it's even worth putting up. Like, who the hell wants to see me walking, talking about this shit? I guess you guys would have to at some point, because I don't talk in the videos. So... if I'm talking like this, oh shit, cool car, what the fuck is that? Three-wheeler or something. I think those things were like a T-Rex or some kind of weird name like that. I don't know. Oh well. So I guess this is a good way where you guys can kind of see how I am, who I am, how I think like, and whatever. But I mean, I'm gonna be talking more. So if you guys want to hear me talk, you're gonna hear me talk, because I have a lot to shit to say. A lot to shit to say, baby. Oh yeah. Give me some like questions, you know, in the comments and that kind of thing, and you're gonna get some pretty profound answers, I suppose, because I don't like the superficial answers. They're pretty empty. Like, I like answers that changes a person, like fundamentally, you know, like deep down, some kind of like world-changing kind of view, where it's like everything becomes more inclusive and not so like limited and small. Fuck, I don't know. That guy was saying something in French about a bicycle, but I don't know what it was. Honestly, he was probably just telling me to put my hands on the steering wheel or some shit like that, but I don't need to do that, bro. I've been biking with no hands since I was like 8 years old or something. I'm pretty used to this. Am I gonna get killed over here? Am I? Nope. So yeah, just send me some messages and whatever in the comments section, and I can give you guys some answers about whatever. Because I mean, like, I may not look like it, but I'm sort of proficient in like the spiritual path. You know, I'm not like an airy-fairy type of spiritual person. I'm very like conscious of like the universe and conscious of myself and my place in it. You know, I'm not like super weak. Can I fucking cross? Yes, I can. Things basically boil down to how harmonious is your life? How balanced are you? You know, if something bad happens, can you transmute that negative energy into positive positive growing energy, energy that you can use to become better, more connected to the universe, more conscious of everything, you know. So if you can do that for everything, if you could always be like upgrading yourself, upgrading your perspective, then there's gonna be nothing you can't do, you know. So ultimately I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to jump onto, like, you know, like a roof like this. It's not even that high. I mean, what is that, like 12 feet or something? Like, I want to be able to jump onto that roof, no problem. Like, just jump, like, straight up. Like, I might be able to get up onto the roof if I just run up the wall, because I can. Run up the wall and then jump off the wall and grab onto the roof and then pull myself up. I'm sure I can do that, but I mean, just like a straight 12-inch jump, that would be pretty sweet. And so I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to shoot energy blasts. And the only way to do that is to master my internal power. So, I mean, you could do like 1,000 fucking push-ups every day and your body might get strong, but you're never going to be able to shoot energy blasts, you know, because otherwise these Olympic people would be doing it already. So you need something else. You need to, like, be more like a monk, you know. You need to, like, understand your internal energy. You need to understand your spirit. You need to understand how your mind affects the universe. Like, if you ever seen the double slit experiment in quantum physics, you could look it up if you don't know. Basically, the mind has the power to change the function of an atom. So an atom behaves a certain way, but if you watch the atom will behave in a way that's according to your mind, the way your mind assumes an atom should behave. So that's fucked up. That means that your mind has the power to change reality. You can change the way, like, the structure of any, like, thing in the universe is made. Like, you could just change it with your mind. So if you can understand that sort of stuff, if you can, like, use the power of your intention, the power of your will, you can make so much ridiculous change. Like, you can fly, you can do whatever you want, but you have to understand how those mechanics work in yourself. And you have to have a level of clarity and, like, focus to be able to, like, control your mind. Not control it, because control is, like, full of shit. I mean, like, if you try to control your mind, who's the one who's controlling the mind? It's the mind, right? The mind is trying to control the mind. Like, how fucking stupid is that? The mind is the mind. Like, if you're trying to control it, you're basically just running in a circle, like, doing nothing. It's ridiculous. So you have to be able to get outside the mind to be able to impact the mind the way you want from outside of it, not from inside of it. So anyway, that's the kind of stuff that I'm trying to, like, get better at. I'm trying to get better at my internal stuff, trying to get better at my physical stuff, my mind, my spirit, all that stuff, because I want to be able to do the impossible. I want to be able to do the stuff that's ridiculous, like that nobody else has done basically in public before. And once I can, then that's going to be pretty crazy. And I'm going to really be, like, legendary character that I can like, teach other people how to do that also. That's kind of like the thing, because I don't want to be, like, powerful by myself, you know. It's like, it's cool for your ego that you're, like, the most powerful person in the universe and all this kind of bullshit, you know, like Freeza style. But ultimately, it's kind of like, it's kind of a dead end sort of thing. Because if you're the only one that's powerful, then you're basically isolated. Nobody else can understand even 1% of what you're talking about. You say one thing and then they, like, interpret it in some, like, mundane, physical, dense, like, going nowhere, ego garbage perspective that doesn't help anything. Or if you can manage to teach people how to do these things, then people are going to understand what you're saying, and then you can really connect with people, and you can have, like, a crew, like the Dragon Ball crew, you know. You can have a bunch of people that understand what you're talking about, how to get stronger, what this stuff means, and that's pretty cool. So I'm following my path, and I'm gonna go as deep as I have to get what I want. And ultimately, at the end of it, I'm gonna be like a Buddha who's able to like turn into flowers and shit when he's dead and stuff like that, or obviously like be able to heal people and teach enlightenment and that kind of stuff. Because I mean, ultimately, all the like random stuff that you do in your life, you think you're doing it because it's fulfilling some part of you and some part that you're missing, and you think that like you need to do these things to be able to be fulfilled and all this kind of stuff, but it's not even true. Because I've had like some illumination moments. I've had like three times where I've been illuminated for like an hour, and during those times you basically understand how everything is. Like your alignment becomes perfectly straight, and you sort of see things in a way that's like supernatural, super harmonious with the universe, and the universe is talking to you. It's like teaching you everything at the same time. Like your brain is like exploding with knowledge. It's like all the trees, all the air, all the grass, everything is like talking to you and telling you that they love you and all this kind of stuff, and you just feel this sense of fullness. And like you can die in that moment and feel completely satisfied with life. And that's kind of like, that's what we're all searching for. We're all searching for that reconnect with the universe. And then once you get that, you're satisfied. Like you don't need to be like #1 scientist in the world. You don't need to be #1 strongest guy in the world. You don't need to be anything. All you need to do is basically like reconnect to the internet of the universe, It's like the universe is like the internet, and it's like putting out all the signals, but you're disconnected. You're by yourself, And once you get that illumination, it's basically like now you've got internet again. And now all the answers, all the like secrets of the universe are open to you. All you have to do is use your internet to be able to like connect to that, and you're going to be able to like find the answers you want. But when you're not illuminated, all the information you're getting in this world is like this self-serving, small, petty, like shitty, like small, like perspectives. So you're never really going to get what you want. You're always going to get this like egocentric, like small ass view that doesn't like help anything. And the same thing is true like when you go on the internet. Obviously the internet is full of a bunch of like egocentric little people that have no answers about anything. And then you look that stuff up and you fill your head with all kinds of useless trivia that doesn't end up helping your spirit at all in life. So the world we live in is a small one. Like what we see, I mean, the world is actually like amazingly huge and bright and powerful. But the world we have access to, because of our like shallow perspective and our like untrained spirits and our like immature level of spiritual development, because of that we have like no access to anything in the world. All we see is this like pathetic level, this small thing, and we think it's so fancy and so like whatever, but it's like, it's dead. It has no life. But when you get to that level of spiritual like awareness, then like that life just floods into you, and you become like, it's like having the spirit bomb, it's just like fucking flooding you with like all this power. And I feel like that's the first level that you'd have to be able to get to be able to like control your energy, and to be able to do miracles, and to be able to fly and shoot energy blasts and all this kind of stuff. You have to, at least on a minimum level, is get to illumination. Like that's the first level before any of that stuff becomes possible. And I've only, like I said, gotten to that illumination 3 times. And in those 3 times, I was basically blown away by the amount of power and energy and all that stuff. And I was kind of just like, la 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 la, like holy shit, this is fucking crazy. So I wasn't like present and conscious enough to be able to like focus in on something specific to try to learn more about it. I kind of just like brain dead now. I'm back home. It's the area where I feel stagnated, where I can't really talk or think anymore. Fuck this place, man. I want to be out somewhere else. But anyway, I wasn't able to like use that illumination to like serve me, and I haven't gotten to it again yet. So one day, once it becomes a permanent level, then I'll be able to do it.